Hello everyone, it's Alina. Welcome to my Soap General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Also in this episode, Laura memorialized her friend, Tracy and Lucy made peace, and those who loved Bobbie had their chance to say farewell. Now let's go a little deeper into the details. Carly got dressed in her room for her mother's memorial and grieved while she put on Bobbie's jewelry. Meanwhile, Joss, Drew, and Michael welcomed Lucas. They were all quite sorrowful yet sought consolation in each other. Unfortunately, before leaving to the church, Carly got a call and had to run to Kelly's. The sign was broken, most likely from a storm. Today of all days? Liz gladly offered to paint a new one, but nothing would replace the original. Felicia readied herself before she and Anna picked up Maxie for Bobbie's service. Felicia was appreciative for the support. Maxie felt glad Bobbie saved her life by donating her daughter BJ's heart to her. Laura started her morning journey at the hospital glancing at Bobbie's image on the hospital wall. She kissed it and told it she loved her before Spencer came upon her. Meanwhile, Sunny proceeded to the chapel alongside Sam and Dante. At the church, Carly joined her family as they spent a moment alone before the memorial. No one felt emotionally prepared, but they had to do what needed to be done. Bobbie's mourning walked inside the venue as a family and began welcoming the other attendees. Drew went to welcome the priest while Carly made it a special point to thank Laura. Michael was temporarily privileged to a quiet time with Willow. Alexis lighted a candle for her friend while Sam and Christina talked about Bobbie's impact on their lives. Alexis thought back to the time Bobbie revealed up about her terrible history. Meanwhile, Maxie, Felicia, and Anna saw an intriguing woman a few pews back. They questioned how she knew Bobbie. A patient perhaps? It wasn't long until the funeral began as pallbearers Lucas, Michael, Drew, Spencer, Felix, and Kevin brought in the casket. Laura presented a moving eulogy showcasing Bobbie's aptitude to love, her compassionate heart, and her unwavering support for all those around her. Scott stated he was at a loss for words, an unusual occurrence. Bobbie was a complicated woman who was the best of everything, kind, lovely, and generous. Next, Liz talked about Bobbie growing up with trauma and turning it into something healing. She was a healer who helped Liz through terrible times. Carly stood to talk about her parents. She didn't know what true acceptance was until she found her birth mother. Bobbie pledged to always remain by her side. She sees Bobbie every time she looks at her kids. She then turned to Bobbie's picture to say she loved her and the world was a very different place without her. After the funeral, the mourners began to depart and Lucas lit a candle and got a hug from Felix. Felix informed him how terrific Bobbie was and how sorry he was for Lucas's loss. He commented about how much fun she was during the nurses' ball. She was a pleasure. Meanwhile, Maxie went to check on the mystery woman. The woman presented herself as Angela Brighton, an AP reporter. She was doing a piece about Bobbie. This led to Angela joining Carly, Felicia, and Maxie back to Kelly's to hear her story. As it turned out, Bobbie wasn't simply locked up in Amsterdam to deal with Luke's affairs. She was assisting women escape human trafficking. Angela explained Bobbie began working with a non-profit to help women get out of their dreadful situations as a means to heal her own history. In fact, there was one currently that she was attempting to help. Bobbie passed before she could finish the job though. Carly was naturally shocked. She resolved quite soon to continue what her mom began and find the woman she was attempting to help. She called upon Tracy for answers. Tracy didn't know much, but she guided Carly in the direction of a cafe Bobbie liked to hang out in and mentioned a property in Canada that Luke used to own. With that, Carly grabbed a bag and headed to Amsterdam. She no sooner left her house when Felicia showed up with a bag too. They decided to finish Bobbie's objective together. General Hospital airs weekdays on ABC. Check your local listings for airtimes. For more about what's coming up in Port Charles, check out all the latest GA spoilers, and for an in-depth look at the show's history, here. The finest place for true soap fans to be is our Facebook groups. Have you joined? If you adore soap spoilers, gossip, and fans as dedicated as yourself, check out Days of Our Lives fans, General Hospital exclusive, the young and the restless fans, and the bold and the beautiful fans. General Hospital airs weekdays on ABC. Check your local listings for airtimes. For more about what's coming up in Port Charles, check out all the latest today spoilers, and for an in-depth look at the show's history, go here. The finest place for true soap fans to be is our Facebook groups. Have you joined? If you adore soap spoilers, gossip, and fans as dedicated as yourself, check out Days of Our Lives fans, General Hospital exclusive, the young and the restless fans, and the bold and the beautiful fans. Bobbie Spencer's General Hospital death has led us down memory lane, and all the amazing scenes and stories we were lucky enough to watch the late Jacqueline Zeman play over her 45-plus years in Port Charles. And as love was always at the center of everything Bobbie ever did, we had to ask you, who was her best romantic match? Only 3% of fans appreciated Bobbie with lawyer Jake. He was a touch too uptight and moralistic. Bobbie wanted someone a bit more flexible when it came to good and evil. It's apparent he was never the one for her. Bobbie felt she lost the love of her life, Roy, the night Luke raped Laura. Yeah, that was an extremely hectic night. A somewhat greater 4% was happy when he returned from the dead, played by a Martinez. But their reunion didn't last long either. Noah was nice and sexy and a doctor. Bobbie loved him so much that she faked blindness to hold on to him, much to the approval of 11% of the viewers. When Noah found out, he was less impressed and dumped her. Once upon a time, Bobbie was so in love with upstanding law student Scotty that she brought her brother to town to distract Scotty's wife. We all know how it worked out. Even when Scotty became a lot less upstanding and lost that childish eye from his name, he and Bobbie kept up their connection. Sometimes it would blossom into passion and then back to friendship. But they always had a beautiful chemistry, which 17% of you miss. But for 65% of the audience, Bobbie was at her finest with Tony. They reared their son Lucas, mourned daughter BJ, and would have certainly stayed together forever if not for Carly purposefully coming between them. Carly squandered her mother's opportunity at eternal happiness with lies and grudges. Let's see whether that comes up when she mourns her. General Hospital airs weekdays on ABC. Check your local listings for airtimes. For more about what's coming up in Port Charles, check out all the latest today spoilers, and for an in-depth look at the show's history, go here. The finest place for true soap fans to be is our Facebook groups. Have you joined? If you adore soap spoilers, gossip, and fans as dedicated as yourself, check out Days of Our Lives fans, General Hospital exclusive, the young and the restless fans, and the bold and the beautiful fans. Bobbie loved him so much that she faked blindness to hold on to him, much to the approval of 11% of the viewers. When Noah found out, he was less impressed and dumped her. So what do you guys think about this update? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like my videos, please press like and subscribe for more. I'll see you guys next time.